Right, I'm off on a local wander today, and I've just left the castle, Denbigh Castle, and I'm heading down towards the mental North Wales Hospital, and I'll be sort of going past it, bit of road walking first, and then we'll head off into the countryside. Not a long walk, but very pleasant. So I'll see you in a bit. And there she is in all her majestic glory. But I'm walking down this way, and as I say, there's a bit of road walking first, and then we'll turn off into the countryside. Cracking day. It looks a bit sunny for a coat like this, but it has forecast showers and there's a lot of dark clouds about, so you gotta come prepared. Fell in that car then looking at thinking I'm going in there. He'll have a shock. Right, see you in a minute. Right, I'm just walking past a place called Denbigh, and you can turn down towards the cinder track and all that, but the haunted cinder track, sorry. But we're heading down this road, and then further down we'll turn off. Those flowers look a bit lonely there on the bank on their own. Right, that's where I've come from. This is where I'm heading. Right, there's a little track there, goes through that little gap there. That goes to Dr. Johnson's and Dr. Johnson's monument. But I'm going to be turning off here and going down towards the river over this stile, and we're going to head down there, and that is quite steep. Right, down the hill, that's the track there. Only a few sheep here today. I'm going to head down this way, and we'll have a look at the river. Well, I've never seen that before. I'm just by the Denbigh pigs and by the bridge, and there's a car there. Oh, very strange, I can hear voices anyway. Anyway, we'll keep going across and see what's there. Right, I've just popped down to the river, and as you can see it's quite low at the moment. It goes, there's a bridge there, if you can see the bridge, heads under, so right, we'll keep going up here. Oh, in actual fact, we'll cross over here. There's that shallow. I've just nipped into the woods, and huge place. Nice, eh? Where better to be? Right, let's carry on. Actually, there is a footpath down there if you wanted to go, but you'd have to try and cross the river later on. So anyway, onwards and upwards. Right, I'm heading in the woods to the back of Denbigh and towards a place called the dam, the Denbigh Dam. The river's very low, and I've just been speaking to a fella, very muddy here, who looks after the animals in Denbigh, and I was asking about the pigs. I didn't see any pigs there. Still got the sows, but the sort of youngsters are all gone now. So he was saying a few months back he was by the river and he's seen a black mink, and he's seen the odd heron, so that's a sign the water's clean and that there's fish in the water, because you wouldn't see a heron where there's no fish. And that's come down since I was here last, crossing the path. So, see if we can get over it. Oh yeah, that's the old dam wall, or part of it. Yeah, there's fish in there, just seen something jumping. Let's see if you can see how clear this water is. You can see, look. Nice, isn't it? Very deep, that. You can see that sort of trough bit. It heads off down there. Never take for granted how lucky we are living here. Fantastic place. Right, carry on going towards the haunted cinder town. Look at the deal. Right. Do you recognise him? Right, onto the cinder track. I've just come off the cinder track and come to this building, and it must have had something to do with the Denbigh Dam or something, but as you can see, it's another state. But they are interesting all the same, isn't it? Okie dokie. Just passing the old cricket pavilion, North Wales Hospital. This is all their land and part of the hospital estate, as is this up here through the woods. And a bit of a steep bit here. Right. Climb, climb, climb. Right, just passing NWH, Denbigh Mental, and that building there is the canteen. And there's not a pane of glass left in it, shame. Right, on we go. I'm not going into the grounds or nothing today, because covered those and the buildings in quite a lot of detail. So sort of nice little stroll today. And it's funny, you know, you can do these walks. I've done them, bloody hell. I couldn't count them, but you're never tired of it, and there's always something different to see, you know, all the time. And animals, well, when you're not filming videos. The hell of a drop down there. Don't know if it'll pick it up on here. This is the haunted cinder track, and it goes down. The hell's that? Oh, I don't know. Right. Right, just finished in the haunted cinder track, sorry, and that's towards the main gate to the Mental. You can go that way and make it a shorter walk, but I'm heading in that direction there, so I'll see you in a bit. Right, just come off the road and I'm heading down what the nickname Fly Alley, more so in the summer, and it's a small world, isn't it? I was just doing a little pieced camera by this haunted cinder track, and this couple walking up, and a fella looked at me, Paul, yeah, he was my old science teacher. What the hell? Funny, innit? Recognise me in this lot. And bloody hell, he looked well too. I think he does a lot of walking, and he was with his wife. So what's the chances of that, meeting your old science teacher? That's a fresh, you can see, rabbit mound there. Maybe you can't pick it up on camera, but all this is very fresh here. You could hear the old buzzard then in the background. It must be circling. Hear the birds. Blackbird. Nice, isn't it? Okay, I did feature in my Denbigh salmon jumps walk. I came from there and walked along here down to the fly alley, as we call it there, and I did mention over here that you can come this way, and that's the way we're heading today. And there's a cracking view here from, I'll just show you, it might be a bit breezy. Right, wait a minute. That's the haunted Goblin Tower, the top of it. And then to the right you got Denbigh Quarry. And then Howell School, or what was, as is those buildings there. So we're going to head now for that gate in the corner. Are you staring at? That there is the back of what was the North Wales Hospital farm, but it's now been sold and developed into these new houses. And if you look just to the right, you'll see by that red brick building the top of the front of the NWH, and if it picks it up, I'm sure it will. See that roof? Distance there, that's the nurse's home. Right, into the wind. Kissing gate. There you go, it's an old kissing gate. That's an interesting feature, isn't it? Passed it for years and years. I don't know, it's some sort of, I don't know, some pipe with a vent at the top, or if it's a gas lamp or something, I don't know. I don't know, some new gates here, look, kissing gates. Right. Oh, very posh. And we're heading up there now. And that there is Denbigh's MI5 building. You know, the old Howell School on there, and the haunted Goblin Tower, and that there is all of the Gwyniau, as it's called. And you won't get lost on this bit because there's a good path showing us the way. And over there is what they call Lower Denbigh, and Denbigh School and all that, high school. And up the hill then to the top of Denbigh, and there's a buzzard. You can see him or her. Where's he? There he is. There's a lovely view from up here. Well, on the top of the field here. Right, welcome to the Gwyniau. And this is coming to the last stage of the walk now, where we'll come to the base of the haunted Goblin Tower and then head up the steps back to the castle, and that's the end of the walk. So we'll keep going. Look at that. You see anything in that window? That's the Goblin Tower. And we're heading up these steps all the way up to the castle. Right, I've just come up through that gate, up these steps, and then head up these steps, and I'll end up in Denbigh Castle, where I sort of started the walk. So I hope you enjoyed the walk. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.